neighbors talk to you? Do they report problems? Is there a fear of retaliation? And how do you build relationships?
Well, that's one thing that we try to do with the community block watches. We have built a trust with community block watches, and we try to build that with the community in general. We will go out and talk, go up and talk to people at their houses. But more importantly, they are trusting us because we do keep everything confidential that we talk about. They can even call us at our own number at our office, and they don't even have to leave their name. They can just advise us of the problem, and we'll look into it.
How long have you been in this particular neighborhood, and talk about the neighborhood boundaries that you're involved in right now?
Well, as far as the neighborhood boundaries, which I work as 9 precinct, and goes all the way from the west as far as about Nelson Road, to the east to Hamilton Road, to the north just a little north of Broad Street, and then to the south as far as the county line. I work this area to try to make it better for the community. I mean, and dealing with the block watches and the civic associations, we try to build and empower the people in this area to make a change.
But we've gotten calls about drive-bys, houses being shot up in several of the neighborhoods. When we did the ride along with you, we saw some boarded up places, some high grass, and you talked about how important it is to work with the landlords and the environment.
Exactly. We want to try to make it that the environment is not conducive to crime. When you have areas such as that are boarded up, high grass, dilapidated areas, a lot of graffiti in the area, that's what's conducive to crime. The people that deal in crime or that are the criminals or the addicts or what have you, the prostitutes, they hang out in those areas. They thrive in those areas. So what we want to do is work with the other city agencies, also code enforcement, the health department, to try to get these areas cleaned up, and also work with the landlords so that they take ownership in their property. Along with the residents of the property, they take ownership to keep these areas clean.
Idealistic sounding. What kind of success have you had?
We've had success as far as the people calling us. Okay, before they wouldn't even call, they didn't know who to call. So we provide knowledge and information of who to call, that you can call code enforcement regarding certain situations or certain problems, along with the health department. Now they are calling those people and things are getting done. They are also banding together. So if we have a trouble spot, such as a narcotic house or something like that, they're all giving us a call at these times. And so that's what's making the area a lot better and a lot safer.
What have you seen that you have been able to help eradicate? Crack houses?
There's been a couple crack houses that we've worked on. There's a couple different houses that we've gotten the community together, and the block watches have worked feverishly to get these houses shut down because there's a prostitute house or a narcotic house. So there has been several successes in the area that I have to give to the community because they're the ones that are putting it together.
Narcotics officers are very busy. Vice officers are very busy. Do you work with them?
We work with all the bureaus within the police department. We also have our, through the Strategic Response Bureau, we have our own enforcement team, and they're very, very busy also. There's 30 of them who have to work the entire city. So sometimes they aren't available, so we do have resource officers that are on the precinct in addition to our walkie crew. And we have been able to use them to also identify and assess problems and then take care of the problem.
But the people who call you, the people who stop you and say hi, are kind of the initiated, the kind of preaching to the choir. How do you get to the neighborhood kids who may be the ones who sprayed the graffiti, the cynical kids, the kids who may not have the values that the adults in the neighborhood do? Is that part of your responsibility to get the kids to trust you?
Yes, I feel it is. I might be out in the public, and sometimes I hand out candy to the kids and what have you, and the baseball cards and all that. We try to go to their level, talk to them, just be there, if they want to talk. If they don't want to talk, that's fine. But even within the programs that we deal with in the schools, we talk to them a lot there with the stranger danger programs and the Ed Eagle gun safety. So that builds the trust also. We're
going to go to a break right now. We've got a lot more questions, and I know you have an upcoming program that you'd like to invite your neighborhood and all the neighbors in the area to. We'll talk about that in a moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.